Hey there, Capricorn. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading for the month of August 2020. And I'm feeling drawn to do this a little bit differently. I have spots, designated spots. So most important information, finance, love, spiritual. For some reason, I feel drawn to do your reading this way. You're the only one so far that I've done this way. So we'll see how it goes. So show me the most important thing right now for Capricorn, please. August 2020. Okay. So you have the World, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Cups in regard to the most important thing right now. Some of you are dealing with transitional periods where you're ending one situation and moving forward towards the next. Some of you are also in situations where you are needing to move forward, but you don't know what the stability in that situation may be. I'm not necessarily feeling like this is a love situation. It's more like life urgency situation. And for this area that I'm reading for right here, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that goes for the rest of the reading too. Here, it's almost as if like some of you are worrying in regard to, it would be like an ending of like a living situation or an ending of some sort of support or something, you know, where you were basically being given to in regard to somebody helping you. It feels as if there's an ending to something of that nature, which is maybe going to put you in a lot of mental distress, worry. But it also feels as if, though, too, you may need to do a little bit of research in regard to the potentials that are out there for you. So assistance, whatever it may be, you may need to do a little bit more work on finding suitable assistance or suitable help here. And that's for some of you dealing with an urgent situation of like having to move locations or move jobs or something of that nature. Also, there's an element here too, like if you feel like you're being, okay, how do I say that? So if you feel like you're like really burdened with work or like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, you're not getting, it doesn't feel like you're accomplishing much. It's exhausting and it's kind of repetitive, but you're not really getting much out of it. It's almost as if like there's a breaking point here that I'm feeling that needs to kind of be addressed by you, because it's telling me that your energy is being put into too many directions and it needs to be focused on you more so rather than all of these other places where you're serving other people. There needs to be focus on you now, Capricorn. So it's important. Also, be available for the help of others. Don't be afraid to ask. And also, you may get assistance from a place or a person who you least expect it from, okay? So that's just an energy in urgency. I feel like I need to mention that here. That's not for everybody, but if that resonated with your situation, you know, take that and try and do the best that you can with it. You know, it just seems like a transitional period that is going to happen. So rather than worry about it and stagnate and fear it, it's about moving forward and allowing the process to happen and the change to move forward with you. Show me money, show me finances for Capricorn, please. August 2020. Show me financial energy. So you have the Hermit and you've got the Four of Wands here in regard to this energy. Capricorn, in a way, this really regards your home, your internal energy and space, and also like your home space. The Hermit is basically a card of going within. It's a card of recognizing what is necessary for us on all of our levels. You know, generally, it's a very spiritual card, but it also can denote when we take time for ourselves to go within, to really address ourselves. This can also be making very shrewd decisions in regard to home, like repair at this time. It might be something that caught you off guard that you need to repair. Some of you are debating whether or not it needs to be taken care of now. I would say yes, it does need to be taken care of now. For some of you, you are dealing with a situation where you are needing to find a new home very quickly. I will say that. And your finances may not be up to par with having to move at this particular time. So let's go ahead and check out the Hermit here. Show me the Hermit. What's up with the Hermit for Capricorn, please? So you have the Four of Pentacles here. So this is telling me that there is a level of stagnancy. There may be a level of holding back or not being able to move forward because you don't have enough of what you need, especially when it comes to money. It's kind of like holding on to what you have and trying to allocate it in the proper directions, especially in regard to your home situation or your stability in your home situation. And that makes most sense, most definitely, you know. Some of you may need to look into asking for a loan from somebody, or there may be, and I don't mean like, I don't know, it feels more familial, it feels more somebody that you know versus like a bank. That's for some. Show me the Four of Wands here for Capricorn in regard to their money. And also here, money, sure, but we're really talking about like stability, you know, things that are attached to finance, stability. Show me show me money, finances for Capricorn. Okay. So you have the Two of Swords coming out here for your Four of Wands. The energy is interesting. Here you have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So with that energy, some of you may need to contact family in regard to helping you through something. There also may be a situation where you're looking into being connected more so with people that you need to build rapport with. I don't know if this is like finding roommates. It's a weird time to find a roommate. But if you need to, you need to. Some of you are stuck in regard to how you're viewing something as well. And I think it's important for you to be able to separate your energy a bit so that you can be more effective in how you communicate with those of the people trying to be in your life and help you and connect with you. Also, in regard to harmonizing, if you are to move into a new home or a new situation where you're dealing with new people, there's an energy here where you need to figure out how to harmonize as well. Not sure why this is coming out in the financial area, but it is. Some of you need to really look within your finances. Some of you are dealing with a situation where you might not be seeing some, again, there's like this weird home repair situation or something coming out of the blue in that regard, and you need to figure out how to fix it very quickly. It's something that you may have not seen. It's something that might be beneath the foundation, but what it is that you haven't seen it or you didn't know about it until as of late, and it needs to be taken care of, but it feels like you're strapped. So financial, okay. Okay, let's keep going. Show me love energy for the sign of Capricorn, please. What does Capricorn deal with within love energy for the month? Okay. So you have the King of Swords coming out here, Aquarian energy, Justice here, Libran energy, big time. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra here. Some of you, this is a situation where this may have been very, very slow to come forward. It may be a situation where somebody was very cold with you or detached in a way before you, you know, it's interesting just because this could be your energy as well. And not to say that you're not warm, but like there's an energy that I'm picking up here that feels very detached, very, also very much within their own view. They're dealing with their own situation. And so they may be having a difficult time, you know, sharing their energy with other things other than what their focus is on. But with the King of Swords and Justice, I mean, in love regard, this could be a situation. You also have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This could be a situation where You might be dealing or meeting somebody through the healthcare field. Kind of an interesting time to be part of that. Also can talk about, you know, meeting somebody through fitness, that type of energy as well. Generally, though, I think it's important to be conscious of the connection and to see what is being presented here. If you already know this person or this is somebody that you've dealt with before or currently with, it's almost as if the energy between you is one of hesitance. There's some necessity to clear the air or make communication happen. You may have somebody who could be commitment phobic, or they're trying to commit, but also the way that they are is something that you need to be mindful of, because it's going to affect you in a long-term manner. And so you need to be sure that this type of person or personality or communication style is for you. It's helpful to you. It's something that you feel good in. You need to be mindful of that with this type of person. Either way, communication feels like it will be happening here. Very serious communication in regard to the direction you want to go in. Yeah, you've got the Two of Wands underneath that as well. This is about communication. I feel like you know this person, though. So show me the King of Swords here for Capricorn. Show me the King of Swords for Capricorn, please. King of Swords for Capricorn. So for the King of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups, and you've also got the High Priestess here, Capricorn. So with that energy, you have somebody that may have walked away from you very coldly, and they may have been very silent up until now. I feel like at the bottom of the deck over here, yeah, under the Two of Wands over here, you also have the Two of Swords. You have the Two of Swords down here as well in regard to the rest of this reading in the financial area, but and they can blend, but there's a necessity for communication with this person. You may be dealing with somebody that walked away from you, may have been ghosted you, you know, with that High Priestess there. The thing about this too, though, Capricorn, is there's opportunity for something new to happen here with the Ace of Pentacles. Underneath the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Death card. I'm sorry, that's not the Death card. This is the Death card. It fell. You have the Death card underneath the Ace of Pentacles. So what this is telling me is that you basically are being offered something new, and it's tangible. But what has to happen for that to actually occur and take place is a letting go of the past, being able to find some sort of reconciliation or some sort of peace with each other from the past. It feels like somebody's energy is a bit heightened here. It feels like somebody is having a difficult time trying to communicate here, especially if they've walked away. It feels like there's some secrets that need to be opened up about. I'm going to get another card for... Show me the High Priestess. Is there something hidden? Is this internal? Is this a personal pursuit? What is this energy with the High Priestess? Somebody's been very quiet here. They've been holding off on communicating to you, very reclusive type energy. And it feels here with the Sun at the bottom of the deck, this person is now making themselves available for communication. But again, before that communication can really, you know, make a difference in your experience with this person, I want you to ask yourself, is this type of personality the right type for you? It can be very disconnected and cold. And, you know, I will say that sometimes Capricorn can be very disconnected and cold in certain ways, and not always, but, you know, there is an aspect to you guys that can be very direct in regard to what is most important to you. And oftentimes those are personal pursuits that they're personal pursuits that generally benefit those that are closest to you, but it keeps you busy. It keeps your mind busy. It keeps your energy moving, and it's positive for you. And so it almost as if like you can become very comfortable in that. But with what you are experiencing with this person, I feel it's important to be honest about how you connect with them on an emotional level. There needs balance to happen if one of the partners is a little more distant And if you have two partners that have both those traits of distance and like almost avoidance and aloof energy, that's going to be a problematic combination here, Capricorn. And I want to convey that just because it feels as if that may be something that is a pressing matter. So just find out what your love styles are, what your communication styles are, and if this is somebody that feels like they can be in your life, then allow them to. It seems like honesty is coming through here, truth is coming through here, and also the potential for something new. Okay, it's going to take a while though, which means it can be a long-standing situation. Show me the Justice card here for Capricorn, please. So for Justice, you have Page of Wands and you've got that Hangman coming out again, okay? So this is basically telling me that this person is now able to communicate. They've sat and their thoughts on this matter have come to they've come to an understanding about their thoughts and feelings in this matter and are willing to move forward here with it. It benefits you in a positive way, I feel, just because they've figured out some things in regard to themselves. Could be somebody, again, like this communication style. It could be somebody realizing that they need to be a little bit more open, bring more clarity, more fairness, more back and forth equality in a situation, which can start with communication. And it's the beginnings to communication. It's somebody wanting to correct a situation and help it move forward. And it seems like there might be some excitement, some happiness to it, you know, or at least the communication is a pleasant one. But although it be pleasant, it's important to also be open to knowing what you truly need from a situation. So in a spiritual sense, what does Capricorn need to know? Spirit sense. You have the Five of Pentacles coming out, Capricorn, for that spirit message. The bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles. So with this energy, this is, on a spiritual level, it's almost as if where we feel left out, especially in groups where other people are doing things with each other, where we maybe feel like the odd duck out. There's an energy of self-worth and value that shows up here, where, you know, find out where you are removing yourself from situations or not trusting situations because you assume people are going to think a certain way about you. You assume they're going to not be interested in you. There's assumption here that is kind of tainting a situation or an aspect of your life where you are putting yourself in positions where you're not being able to achieve more. There's an aspect here which is weird for a Capricorn, but it could be on an emotional level. It could, I mean, it is Pentacles. It can talk about finances. You could be scrambling for money. Some of you might need to do that, especially if you have to move very quickly. If that's kind of an urgent message, that's what that energy was. The first couple cards out here, it was just more like an urgent message. And for some reason, you're the only reading I've done that with, but I felt very drawn to do that, like an urgent message. So that came out first in this reading. But on a spiritual energy level, where are you holding yourself back? And where are you also keeping company that holds you back? And so that's going to be a challenge, because that can be within our friendships, that can be within our relationships, it can be how we view ourselves and our who we are. Are we worthy? There's a worthiness when it comes to that energy, and it denotes a very interesting sense of lack, but it's something that can be changed. And with the Three of Pentacles there, it's talking about working together with others, but also working together with yourself and how you harmonize your energy. I want to get one card for that, just because if you feel like you've been alienated from yourself and you don't know how to connect, it's kind of coming out like that. It's like needing to be able to access certain aspects of yourself. Here we have the Ten of Wands coming out in reverse. So if you have internal guilt about either a lack of money or a lack of stability in your life, and that seems to be affecting you on more of like a internal or spiritual level, The Ten of Wands is talking about letting go of some of the negative associations or attachments with that so that you can have a better experience. Try to not be so hard on yourself. Try to understand the circumstances for what you are dealing in and why they are there. What lessons are they there to teach you? It's making yourself available to listening to those types of messages from your internal, okay? Especially here with this High Priestess. I know she's in the love section, but this is really about knowing yourself on an internal level, knowing the multiple layers, you know, knowing those internal reasons of why we do things, you know. Here, and she's so much more spiritual, psychic, all of that. But at the bottom of the deck here for this, and the Ten of Wands in reverse, if you're having money issues and trouble with that arena, you have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So that's basically telling me that, you know, some of you may need to change job positions because what you are currently in is not giving you what you need. And it's also, in a way, not allowing you to know your worth because it keeps you at a lesser level. I hope that makes sense. And it's okay. You can let that go now if you need to. And if that's something that you've been struggling with, it's time to let it go because it's coming up here pretty prominently. Some of you may need to work in a different position or find a different job here with the Eight of Pentacles. This is about diligence and intentional work. It's about really getting to the point of something and working your ass off, perfecting your craft. You know, if you are a tradesman or you have a secondary education or whatever it is, it might be time to apply that to either what you're working with. Some of you need to let go of a position to move forward in something else. Timing may be weird. But either way, there's some aspect here where you need to start working at a higher level, working at a more proficient level, something where your skill set is going to actually be utilized and trusted. And in turn, that I feel that lifts your energy and allows you to trust yourself, trust your experience, trust who you are and why you're here and what you contribute to situations, okay? So can you give me advice here for the sign of Capricorn for the month of August 2020? So here we have the Knight of Cups, okay, coming through. Now the Knight of Cups can be a lot of things. He can be somebody who is very warm and wanting to connect with us on an emotional level. I can see that, you know, with the love section. Most definitely. But the thing here too is that we're needing to pay attention to somebody's emotional state as well. So if we have a cold type of partner, how do we nurture that person? How do we also have them nurture us? What is the love language? That's kind of what I'm feeling here, Capricorn. In regard to the spiritual energy with the Knight of Cups, how do you give to yourself? Where are you loving yourself? Where are you being kind? Where are you nurturing the internal aspects of yourself that nobody else gets to see, but you have to feel, unless you are blocking those feelings out and not paying attention, which I can also see. It's like there's a significant detachment here in regard to how you connect with your energy. It's okay, but that also needs to change. So there's activity that needs to be put forward here. There's intention that needs to be set, especially if you feel like you sometimes negate your potential or cause yourself to maintain and uphold relationships or situations or job situations where you're not being treated fairly, where you're not achieving as much as you should, you're not being able to utilize your skills in the way that you need to, or you're just not seeing that about yourself. You're not seeing the potential. Here, the potential is ready to show through. The potential is ready to come on and allow you to enjoy or experience it, step into it, the beginnings of that, but you have to be available for that, okay? So I hope that this reading was helpful. I know it was a little bit different than the other readings, but for some reason I feel very compelled to say this, you know. Also with the money situation with the Knight of Cups, I will say, some of you are going to need to, going to have to incorporate some fun in what you do. Some of you, that is talking about creativity, how you incorporate creativity, artistry in your situation and what you do. It's your presentation and how you share that. It's also almost being conscious to okay, so it's saying right now, capture the moment, capture the moment. I don't know what that means, honestly, Capricorn, but it's saying right now, capture the moment. So, okay, so if any of you are like in the entertainment industry, or you are actors, or if you are something like that, where you're on stage, or you're in school for that or something here, it's talking about becoming more so connected to the feeling that you're supposed to be portraying, also instilling that energy in the things that you do. Okay, I'm gonna let that go because that's feeling confusing right now. Yeah, all right, Capricorn, I'm gonna let this go. I hope that this was helpful. I'm sorry if it felt like a little all over the place, but this is what I have for you. And I will see you soon, and I hope you're well. And if this resonated, or it made sense, or if it was helpful in any way, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to donate to my channel, there's a link in the description box below. And if you want a personal reading, you can contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com, and we can go from there, okay? So I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.